beautiful people, and for today's video I decided to do a little trial and error for you guys. I wanted you guys to see if wearing primer makes a difference. I've been asked this question a lot in person in my DMs. If wearing primer does actually make a difference, is the foundation applying smoother? Does the foundation stay longer? Do our pores actually look small? And does it make any difference at all, or is it just a waste of money? So I thought to myself, why not just show you guys, make a video, do a trial and error for you guys so you guys can see if a primer makes a difference. So on the right side of my face, I have the POREfessional primer from Benefit, and then on my left side, I don't have any primer on, just have my xoxo moisturizer. So if you guys are interested in seeing if this makes any difference at all, please continue watching and enjoy.
I already did my eyes and my brows off screen. I'm just applying my xoxo moisturizer, and then on the right side I'm applying the primer, on the left I'm not. And I'm going to just blend that out. I am using a beauty blender only because I know majority of you guys use a beauty blender. I use a brush, but just for the sake of the video about the application and stuff, I wanted just to use a beauty blender for you guys to see. So I'm going to just apply my Huda Beauty foundation in the color Latte on my face. And then I'm going to get my Tarte Shape concealer and apply it underneath my eyes and blend that out with a beauty blender. And then I'm going to use my Huda Beauty baking powder in the color Banana Bread and just apply it underneath my eyes. Some on my smile line, on my nose, on my forehead, and also on my chin. I'm not going to go in depth in this video of the products I use because this is just about a primer, but if you guys want to see how I do my face, just go to my previous videos. And then as that's baking, I'm going to just apply my lips. I'm using the Huda Beauty lipstick in the color Muse, and then the contour stick in the color Trophy Wife, and then I'm just going to take off all the powder. To contour, I'm taking this Fenty contour stick and applying that on my cheeks, on my forehead, and also contouring my nose. For blush, I'm taking this NARS blush in the color More. And for highlight, I'm taking the Mirror Luminizer, highlighting the high points of my cheeks and also the bridge of my nose.
So you guys can see this is the left side right here. And my pores, I do have big pores. My pores are actually open here. You can see they're open right here. It's not really, you know, covered or anything of that sort. My nose too, you can see, and this is the side where I have the primer on. My pores do look like they're filled up. Right now it is 1:15 p.m. I'm going to do some chores. I have some stuff to do, but I will keep checking in with you guys in a couple of hours so you guys can see the effect. Okay, so I put a filter on it because I felt like it, but for the sake of this video, I'm walking to Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is probably about 8 minutes away by walk, or 10. I wanted to put this to the test and see if wearing a primer actually makes a difference when you sweat or not. So I'm going to walk there, go back home walking, do some more errands, and then I will keep checking up on you guys. Okay, I'm on my way back now. I got myself a medium iced tea and lemonade mix. I love iced tea. Okay, so now I am taking the car and doing some other errands that I have to run. So it has been about 2 hours into the video that I have applied the makeup, and so far the makeup's actually been fine. I did sweat because when I took the walk, I do, however, feel wearing a primer does fill in my pores rather than not wearing a primer. I do have large pores, so I can automatically tell. So yeah, in that sense, yes, I think a primer is good because they do cover up my pores. But let's see for the long wear if it makes a difference if you're wearing it for a long time. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Now it is 7:39 p.m. so that's about 7 hours or 6 hours when I have this makeup. I kind of do look a little tired because I've been out ever since. My makeup, I would say it is getting a little oily right here where I don't have any primer. This side is not that oily, to be honest with you, but if I touch this side, it has oil. I can feel the oil on this side. I have really oily skin, really oily skin. So that's a pro, that if you wear primer, your skin will not be that oily. You can see right here, the foundation on both ends actually have been off. I'm not sure why. I didn't blow my nose. I didn't even touch that area whatsoever. My smile line look almost the same, but I would say maybe on this primer side, it's less of a crease. It's not too much of a crease on this side. Whereas here, you can see it's like indented. Like my pores here on this end are covered actually. They're kind of filled in, and my pores here, you can see the openness of it. You can see the dots even on my cheeks. Look at these pores. You can see all this has not been covered, and it's like peeking through. Now my foundation is coming off, but it's peeking through, but you can see right here that my pores are not covered at all. My forehead, there's really not a difference. I mean, I see everything is the same. Now my final verdict is, drum rolls, primer is important. You do need to put on primer, especially if you're going for a long period of time in event. I had this on, it is now 9:51, so I had this on for about 8-9 hours, and I can tell that primer is important to put on your face. First, my right side where I had on the primer, my face was not that oily. I did notice that I was having to touch my area here where I had no primer on a couple of times, to blot it out, like this area here, so I can get some oil out, whereas this wasn't too much oil. So what happens is, when you're putting on a primer on your skin, you're basically putting a barrier between your foundation and the other products with your skin. So if you think about it theoretically, primer is important. When we're about to paint something on the wall, we always put on a primer on top so it can stick more and the color can come out more. So that goes same for your face, especially if you have pores the way I do. I have really big pores on this area especially. I did see that it filled in my pores a lot. It didn't fill them all of them out, but I believe depending on also on your primer, that can do the trick. But I like this primer. I'm going to stick with this primer. It helps me out. It's good because it's also matte. It's not really oily, so that doesn't produce much oil either. So it is important that you do pick a right primer for your face. But comparing to the pores, my pores were covered. Not all of them, but my pores were actually covered. And I hope this answers all you guys' question. I hope you guys know now that primer is important, especially if you're going for a long period of time of an event. You do need a primer. It is important. It will help you out. So until next time, if you guys have any other questions, any other ideas, any other concerns that you guys would want me to address, please put it down in the comment section, and I will love to answer them, and I would love to make videos about them so it can help you out. Until next time, I love you all and take care. Bye.